It's time now for the best high school sports action from the WBCB Sports Network. Catch the best games from Bucks and Mercer County at WBCBsports.com and our Facebook page. Your home for high school sports is right here at WBCB 1490.
Your mic was right here in my face.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Sunnybray Little League, the site of this year's Section 3 Little League Tournament featuring your Nottingham Little League All-Stars taking on Milltown. I'm Bill Redner, along with welcoming back from the York Revolution, the revolutionary voice of Keith Noonan with our play-by-play here this afternoon. And Keith, welcome back to the WBCB Sports Network, and it is an honor to have you doing this game.
Oh, it's great to be back, and it's great to be back with Fish as well. And I can't wait to hear your introduction for him.
Well, Rich Fisher, the iconic writer for The Trentonian, here yesterday, here today, and writing stories for these future Nottingham Little Leaguers who will soon be your future leaders here in Hamilton Township. And also assisting on today's broadcast is our video engineer, Gus Barber, and on the camera is Cullen Summer. And we welcome you to this game being brought to you in part by the New Jersey Education Association. Angelo Onifree, your hometown Mercer County prosecutor, always supporting the youth of our community. By Capital Health System. By Haldeman Ford Subaru. Like to take a special thanks to Dan Wheeler, part of the Sunnybray Little League contingent, for setting us up here this morning. And of course, today's game is also brought to you by the Trenton Thunder. Remember, Thunder tickets are available for sale. Just go online or visit their box office. Trenton Thunder Baseball. By the Revere Restaurant, 802 River Road in nearby Ewing Township, a little part of Little Italy, and 10th and Passyunk merges along the Delaware River for fine dining 7 days a week. It's the Revere Restaurant. The Trentonian. No one does it better when it comes to the Trentonian. Rich Fisher, Kyle Franco, Red Birch, Rick Fortenbaugh, an all-star lineup giving you the sports you want to read every day, 7 days a week. The Trentonian. And this is the Trentonian pregame show. Today's game is also brought to you as a public service to the Nottingham community by Saul Funeral Homes and the Hamilton Township Education Association. Of course, the Hamilton Township Education Association, proud to support year-round the youth and the future of the Hamilton Township School District. Also, today's game is brought to you by the Hamilton Township Division of Health. For a healthier Hamilton, visit the website of Hamilton Township Division of Health. By Jammer Doors. Summer is here. View it much better through Jammer Doors and Windows. By the Italian People's Bakery, the pride of the burg since 1936 at 63 Butler Street in the heart of Chambersburg, where many of these Nottingham Little Leaguer grandparents were born and raised and playing baseball for the Chambersburg Little League team at the Catherine Ford Complex in the heart of the burg. This is Nottingham Little League Baseball, and Keith, it is a beautiful morning, a little overcast, but we're ready for some baseball.
Yeah, it looks like actually partly cloudy skies. We've got some blue skies up there. It's certainly humid once again, and these kids have had to deal with the heat. And Fish, you've got some stuff on Milltown and Nottingham, so let's hear a little bit about these teams, pal.
I sure do, Flash, and I will echo Billy's thoughts that we're thrilled to have you back.
Thank you.
I'm tingling all over, pal.
I figure.
Excuse me. I have a summer cold, so this is, you might be hearing some coughing in the background at times. Anyhow, look, we have a Nottingham team here that has really has its sights set on some special things. This is a group that has been together. The nucleus of this team has been together since 8 years old, and over that time they are a total of 47-2. 47-2. They their only losses last year came in the sectionals to Tom's River, and then they lost in the regional final, the regional final to a Pennsylvania team. That's just only 2 losses. Now they're coming in here seeking the Nottingham 12-year-olds. They're seeking their first sectional title since 2012, which would also be the first 12-year-old sectional title for a District 12 team since then. The Nottingham 12s have won 9 sectionals overall, and 5 of those teams went on to win state titles, and of course the 92 team got to the World Series. Milltown, interesting, Milltown reached last year's sectional finals before falling to Toms River East 13-2. And TR East is the 2-time defending sectional champion. They're not in this year's sectional because they were beaten out by Holbrook in the District 18 tournament, so don't have to worry about them this year. You got Milltown. They're managed by Ed Abrams. They've become a pretty good program lately. The Middlesex County crew, they've won 3 straight District 10 championships. They've won 4 district titles in the last 5 years, but they've yet to obtain that elusive Section 3 title. This year's districts, they defeated Clark Reservoir Dogs 8-6 in the title game. And let me tell you something, Flash. Their trip to the sectionals was a lot longer and a lot tougher than Nottingham's. Milltown had to play 10 games overall in its district. So that makes me think they have some pitching depth. They went 6-2 in 8 pool play games, and then they beat Kenilworth and Clark in the double elimination tournament. And in the win over Clark, Jack Abrams had the win with the relief help from Will Zatorsky. And Abrams, Gavin Skamaka, and Anthony DeVito, they all had 2 hits in the victory. As for this Nottingham team, it just blew through the District 12 tournament. It won all 4 of its games by a combined 41-6. And the nucleus of this team has gone 11-0 in winning District 12 titles as 10s, 11s, and 12s. The only other team whose group nucleus has done that was Bordentown from 2015 to 17, winning 10, 11, and 12 in consecutive years. And while the Nottingham 12-year-olds haven't won a sectional title since 2012, this particular team is gunning for its 3rd straight sectional crown, having won it as 10s and 11s. So this team just knows how to succeed. They can hit up and down the lineup, but so far the main bats have been J.J. O'Donnell and Matthew McCarty. These 2 were sick in the districts. They combined for an .850 batting average and reached base combined 21 of 24 times. O'Donnell was 8 for 9, 3 walks, 6 RBIs, 5 runs scored. McCarty 9 for 11, 8 RBIs, 2 runs, and a hit by pitch. Braden Wisniewski, he's not pitching today. He's not starting. He's been Nottingham's big arm so far. He went 3-0 in the districts. He won the opener and the clincher as a starter and gained the win in relief in an outstanding winners bracket final against Robbinsville. So today's starter, Braden Schaefer, he merely pitched outstanding 6 innings against Robbinsville in a game that went extra innings. So anyway, the winner of this one, they'll play Monday against the winner of today's second game, which features Holbrook and South Wall. Today's loser will be back tomorrow against Lincroft at 12. Lincroft lost its opener to Holbrook 5-0. Just to give you an overall picture of what's happening, barring rain, the tournament will have 2 games on Monday, 1 on Tuesday, the potential championship game on Wednesday. If the team with 1 loss wins against the undefeated team Wednesday, we'll have a winner-take-all battle for the title on Thursday. We will have every Nottingham game for you here on WBCB. And Flash, let's hope we're here on Wednesday.
Absolutely. And Bill, before first pitch,
Let's tell you about Hyundai of Trenton. Hyundai of Trenton, right there on North Olden Avenue, is one of the newest dealers here in Mercer County. However, they have some great selection of pre-owned cars. Matter of fact, they have cars priced from $2,000 to $200,000. That's right, $2,000 to $200,000, and everything in between. The all-new Hyundai models, pre-owned cars, and SUVs from BMW, Audi, Cadillac, Ford, Chevy, and other models. Hyundai of Trenton has the inventory ready for immediate delivery. Hyundai of Trenton, the area's newest auto dealer, has the cars in stock at 1655 North Olden Avenue. We'd like to congratulate Patty Andonazio, your new leader of the Hamilton Township Education Association, leading our school communities to a better life, to a wholesome education at the Hamilton Township School District. HTEA, proud to be on board for sponsorship of these games as a public service to the community. And you know, today's game is also brought to you by Angelo Onifree at the Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. Folks, there is no one who is more vested into a safer community than Angelo Onifrey. And it starts at home. And it starts with extracurricular activities for your children. And participating in Little League games is the first step to a future wholesome life. And urge your children, and it doesn't have to be athletics. It could be marching in the school band, the school choir, the debate team. Any extracurricular activity leads the pathway to a successful education and just mold your children in the right direction. And Angelo Onifrey's office will be glad to help anyone who has any questions on how they can better things for the youth of our community. And that's why he's sponsoring portions of today's game as a public service to the community, your Mercer County Prosecutor's Office. As we get ready for starting lineups, brought to you by the Revere Ristorante Italiano at 802 River Road. You can start your meal with great appetizers. They give you the complimentary Hoboken bread, the fresh seafood, the steaks, the chops, everything. It's right there, open 7 days a week, on-premise parties, off-premise catering. Give them a call. Last-minute reservation, 609-882-6365.
Milltown Little League. Leading off will be Will Zatorsky. He's the first baseman. Jack Abrams, the shortstop, hitting second. Jack Ketcher is hitting third and playing third. Connor Buckley, the starting pitcher, will hit cleanup. Cece Calandruccio is playing second base and hitting fifth. Robert Spicuzzo is the catcher. And then Aiden Kunda is an extra hitter. Ryan Forney is playing left field. Gavin Skamaka is out in center field. Kayla Lewandowski, another extra hitter. Anthony DeVito, PJ McGinnis, and Harrison Krieger is out in right field for Milltown. As for Nottingham, so that's 13 hitters for Milltown, so we'll see how that affects the ball game. For Nottingham, Lorenzo Pandolfini playing third and leading off. Dominic Stilantano is out in center field. Dominic Carabelli is the shortstop hitting third. J.J. O'Donnell cleaning things up out in right field. Matt McCarty is playing first base. Brandon Letter is doing the catching. Aiden Connell and Braden Schaefer, who's going to be pitching. Joseph McCarty is playing second. Mason Ayers is out in left. Braden Wisniewski is an extra hitter, as well as Jack Raymond and Ty Bowden. So those the lineups for Milltown and Nottingham.
And Flash, we have Braden Schaefer on the mound today, and he locked up with Robbinsville's Colin McKay in one of the best Little League games I've ever seen. The two of them, the game ended up going 8 innings, and Nottingham got 4 in the 8th, and so it was 5-1. So the final score didn't look like it was all that great of a game, but Schaefer was just unbelievable. He pitched 5 2/3 innings before the pitch count caught up to him. Allowed 1 unearned run, 3 walks, 2 hits, and struck out 10. And the only balls that got to the outfield were the 2 singles that Robbinsville hit. Every ball was a ground out or a pop out or a strikeout. I mean, it was just, he was outstanding. And I talked to him after the game, and he said he felt a little tired, but he felt like he could have gone a little bit more if he had to. But you're not gonna hear a kid in the world say he couldn't go more if he had to. So.
All right, we'll take a timeout for the national anthem and come back with the first pitch from Sunnybray Little League after this.
Capital Health Primary Care Network continues to grow, bringing its extensive option of locations to your neighborhood. Whether you're scheduling a wellness checkup or not feeling well, advanced medicine starts with a Capital Health Primary Care doctor at locations near you in Mercer, Bucks, and Burlington counties. To find a Capital Health Primary Care location that's convenient for you, visit capitalmedicalgroup.org. That's capitalmedicalgroup.org. 1490 WBCB Levittown and Trenton, and video stream live at WBCBsports.com. Your home for the best local sports in Bucks and Mercer counties.
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honorfree, your Mercer County Prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
Welcome back to Sunnybray Little League Complex as we get ready for the Nottingham 12-year-old All-Stars to take on Milltown. This has been the Trentonian pregame show. Don't forget you can read about today's game and later on online at Trentonian.com. Also in tomorrow's editions with Rich Fisher. Remember, for complete local hometown coverage, it is the Trentonian. Batting 1st through 9th, they have all local sports from Legion to Little League to volleyball. The legends of Joe O'Gorman, Rich Fisher, Kyle Franco, Rick Fortenbaugh, and Red Birch have all the games that you love to read about online or in print at the Trentonian, printing 7 days a week. And it is our honor to bring to you at the WBCB Sports Network for today's play-by-play of today's Little League game is the Major League voice of Keith Noonan.
Thank you very much, Bill. As Schaefer getting his final tosses in, it's great to have Bill here.
Isn't it exciting to have him here?
Yeah.
It just gets you so fired up for this.
It's the best.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. I'll have you know there is a Mercer County connection with the Milltown Little League in that years ago, back in the 90s, maybe the late 80s. Well, let's get this first pitch down and we'll talk about this.
Zatorsky is the batter. First pitch from Schaefer is right there, and we're underway.
Schaefer pounds the zone. He did it a lot against Robbinsville. He throws strikes. Another one of those guys that just pitches from the stretch no matter what's going on.
Right on time, Fish, at 11:03.
There you go. Yeah.
Change up a little low.
Anyway, Mark Wilcox, who was a starting guard for the last Rider University basketball team to make it to the NCAA tournament back in '94. Itchy, his nickname was Itchy. He played for the Milltown Little League.
Itchy?
Yeah, Mark Itchy Wilcox.
Okay.
When I went to Ireland with Rider basketball team, Itchy was my roommate.
Okay.
And we had lots of laughs.
How did that go?
That was great, except that I slipped and fell and banged my back on a castle steps the first night there, and I had half a grapefruit coming out of my back.
Oh, boy.
And that kind of grossed Itchy out when I take my shirt off.
2-2, curveball. Took something off, and Zatorsky is down looking.
Anyway, Mark Wilcox was a part of this Milltown Little League program, and again, last guy to play for a Rider NCAA basketball team. Excuse me.
There's plenty more where that came from, folks.
Yeah, I know. I got to remember to take this headphone off.
Here's Abrams. First pitch, a little away. Well, and, you know, the headset does move up and down.
That's true, but even
So
when
you don't even have to take it off.
Well, when I do that, somebody said, you can still hear you.
Well, you can still hear it regardless, unless Gus shuts the mic off.
There you go.
There's a rip, but right at
yeah.
first, McCarty stood his ground and made the play.
Didn't even have to move. I'll tell you, McCarty's been getting a lot of 3 unassisteds during this postseason. He had about 4 in one game.
Number 33, Jack Catcher.
But I wouldn't imagine it's a ton of righty hitters hitting it over there to him.
No. Well, you never know. Some righty hitters get around late on the ball.
Absolutely.
I was a right-hander who constantly went to left field. I mean right field.
Right.
Because I couldn't get around on the ball.
No, I was a pull hitter. Wouldn't get it much out of the infield, but
They put the shift on for you?
no shifts back then.
Nah, you're right.
Catcher has to move out of the way. It's Jack Catcher with a K, not spelled like the position.
Good.
1-1. Too high.
Good crowd here for both teams.
Yeah.
Milltown's side is nearly filled. And Nottingham's got a good crowd over here on our side.
And the pitch is a rip to short. Right there, Carabelli tosses to first in plenty of time.
Let's go! Come on!
6-3 on the putout, nothing across in the first as we go to the home first. Nottingham coming up, no score.
Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a fourth-generation, family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website, saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes is proud to sponsor today's Nottingham game and hopes that you enjoy it. Today's game is also brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association, who would like to take this opportunity to wish all our students and the best of luck this summer, and I want to wish the Nottingham Little League the best of luck in this Section 3 tournament and congratulate them for winning the District 12 tournament. This message brought to you by the Hamilton Township Education Association. Patty Adanazio, your new president and still around and helping out. We'd like to thank Frank Gatto for his leadership for the last few years. You talk about legendary coaches, Frank Gatto is one in the Hamilton Township community.
Thank you very much, Bill, and I can't thank you enough for being here and saving my voice from the reeds because I did just do 9 games in 9 days.
Oh, that's, you know, Keith, it's fun.
That's very nice of you.
Thank you. But it's fun to be here. You know, you got, this is pure sports. They're youth. They're tomorrow's future high school stars we'll be covering. It's 11 o'clock in the morning game. Rich Fisher is here. It doesn't get any better than that.
Very true.
Well, we got Colin and Gallup and Gus, too, adding to the festivities.
Of course.
He's a legend already.
First pitch, and Pandolfini goes after it, fouls it away.
Pandolfini had a couple of... He was hitless in his first 3 district games. Then he came up big in that district final against Robbinsville. A couple hits, big RBI triple. Finally started coming around. Good leadoff hitter.
Softly to short. Abrams circles, and a good throw to first. Some good fielding on display already so far.
Yes. Yeah, that was a nice play. He had to go quick because Pandolfini can get down the line.
Stilitano the batter. Connor Buckley on the hill. And he fires. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. I was a little surprised the last game that I did fish a couple weeks ago. There was a lot of off-speed pitches, I feel like, from pitchers.
Yeah.
There's a fastball, and it's hit to center for a base hit. And it gets by the center fielder, Skamaka. They'll throw it into second, but it's cut off. It'll be a hit and an error.
Hey, look at Dominic Stilitano fish, and he has the build of his predecessors in his family. His grandfather, Dominic Stilitano, an outstanding soccer player at Trenton High, and his uncle, Johnny Stilitano.
Also a great soccer player, but mostly known for his softball exploits.
Yep.
Well, actually, he's known for a lot of things, John is.
One of the best hosts I ever had.
John, yeah. And Dom, yeah, just outstanding.
Carabelli shoots one, softly to short again. Abrams with a throw again. Runner moves up to third, and Stilitano.
Billy with his fan club coming over to talk to him.
Oh, yeah. Between you and him, who's got the bigger fan club? I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah, well, I'm going to come to a York game and watch them start flocking to you, pal.
O'Donnell takes a strike 1. Yeah, I wouldn't say that people are such a big fan of me. My broadcast partner's been there all 16 years. People like him.
It's all right. I'll give you a year.
People have emailed and said that they did like me, though, which is nice. I've got a couple.
It's always nice to hear.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you get enough emails of people that you suck. You know.
Yes.
That's nice to hear when they like you.
2 strikes, goes to the backstop, and a thought by Stilitano, but
yeah,
he didn't break.
He was skitterish there.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Buckley's still a strike away from getting out of this.
Yeah, but this is a red-hot hitter. Oh,
swing and a miss. He got him.
Took something off that pitch, too.
He did. Looked like a breaking ball.
He sure did.
And that ends the inning. So Buckley, good pitching to work around the hit and then the error. Stilantano stranded on third. No runs on a hit and 1 error and 1 left. Off to the second inning. Still no score here from Sunnybray Little League.
County Prosecutor Angelo Honor-Free, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of extracurricular activities, whether it's an athletic event, marching in the band, or performing in the school play, or being on the debate team, is good for today's youth. And parents, stay involved in your children's activities and encourage them. An involved parent nurtures your children to accomplish great things. I'm proud to support the youth of Mercer County. This is Angelo Honor-Free, your Mercer County prosecutor, and I hope you enjoyed today's game.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility. All insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available.
All right, we're here with Patty Andanazio, your new head and president of the Hamilton Township Education Association. First off, congratulations. And from WBCB, we wish you the best of luck, Patty, and can't thank you and Frank Gatto for all your supportive activities like this.
Oh, thanks so much, Bill. It's so nice to be here.
Well, I'll tell you, you're looking at the future of Hamilton Township when you look at these kids play, and they're your future students.
They sure are, and I have to tell you, some of them are probably some of my students that I've had before, and it's always a joy to watch them, the joy on their face when, they get just the right hit, right?
Not that time.
Not that time, though. That kid caught that in the outfield. No, it's always a joy to watch the kids.
All right, and do you have any
see them enjoy
goals
the game.
as the new school season approaches for the Hamilton Township Education Association?
Oh my gosh, there's so many to list. I mean, I've always said if we put the kids first, right, you can't go wrong when you do that. So to give back to the community and do things for these kids to, I'm trying to find the right words here. He's got me on the air for the
progress.
first time. Yeah, to progress is great,
Well, Patty, we wish you the best of luck. We want to get back to the game. Thank you for your support. The Hamilton Township Education Association.
Thanks for having me, Bill.
Well, teachers are the foundation of this country because what your children learn from your parents to your teachers is what mold them to be fine young men like these athletes out here. Patty,
well said.
Good luck to you.
Yeah,
Thanks
good
so
luck,
much.
Patty.
Oh my God, I was so nervous, Bill.
Calandruccio, the batter.
I got to prepare.
Cece, is that his name?
Cece, yep.
Cece.
After
Yeah,
Buckley
We're fine.
looped a hit to center.
Next time, come during the pregame show.
It all ties together because when Mark Wilcox played for Ryder, Kevin Bannon was the coach and his wife's nickname was Cece.
Right.
So there's more of a tie-in here. I'm really stretching.
Calandruccio bloops one to shallow right, and snagging it on the run is McCarty going back from second.
Yeah, Joseph McCarty, he was going back. I wasn't sure if he was going to get it. He's looking right now up at the sun. Did a good job of staying with it and stuck his glove out at the last second.
Let's go. On your ground ball. Come on, Robert.
First pitch, too tall to Spicuzzo.
District 12 has not had great success in the section tournament except for this Nottingham organization. I mean, Bordentown won a few.
Swing and a miss. He chased.
Bordentown won a few. I think 6-11 won one way back. Chambersburg may have won one. I'm not 100% sure. But Nottingham, how about this? They've won a sectional.
1-1 foul back.
At least one sectional in the past 6 decades. They've had at least one sectional title in each of the last 6 decades.
What a streak.
That's pretty good. 69, and then in the 70s, 75. Then in the 80s, 85 and 87.
Wow.
In the 90s, 92 and 93.
1-2.
Way up. In the 2000s, they won 2000 and 2002. And in the 2010s, they won it in 2012. So they are trying to keep that streak alive by winning one early in the 2020s.
Missing again with a fastball upstairs. 3-2. 1 on, 1 out.
And that says something about a program because it's, you can win your district all the time and not go anywhere, but the farther you go, the tougher it gets. There's a swing and a foul. I'm mulling in on you. Count remains 2, 3 and 2.
You've been practicing since I've been gone.
Yeah, I have been. It's been it's a what do you call it? A coup.
Yes, correct.
Coup.
I'm being forced out.
Yeah.
Violently.
Yeah.
3-2, got him swinging. And he's not happy with himself.
Yeah, that looked like it was a little up. Anyway, the farther you go in these tournaments, the tougher it gets. And, Nottingham's not only won 9 sectionals, they've got 5 state titles. That's really something to talk about.
Aiden Kunda moves out of the way, but it's called a strike on the inner half. We cannot tell at all what is on the plate and what's off the plate from this angle right here.
Kind of at a side angle.
Here's the 0-1. That one fired high.
We knew that was not a strike. Some of them are easy to call.
Leader behind the plate, having to glove all those.
I'll tell you, Leader, that kid's catching in a lot of hot weather.
Down low this time. Maybe an overcompensation. 2-1. And in comes Carabelli from short.
Usually when this happens, the whole infield comes in. I don't know what's going on there. Maybe Carabelli saw something.
2-1. Right at the knees, but I guess just off the plate.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
We could definitely tell height-wise.
Yeah, but better than anything.
Yes. So 3-1. Kunda trying to extend the inning. That's called a strike, inner half.
No wind to speak of whatsoever today.
Nope.
Flag is just straight down.
And the trees, no movement at all.
No, the trees are still.
Placid. Bouncing ball back to Schaefer. He gloves and tosses. Inning over.
I was wondering if he was ever going to throw that.
He was going to trying to beat him to the bag.
All's well.
No runs on 1 hit and 1 left. As we go to the bottom of the 2nd inning, still no score here from Sunnybray.
This is Merrill Reese reminding you that Haldeman Ford Subaru on Route 33 in Hamilton Township is more than just a great place to purchase a new Ford Subaru or pre-owned car or truck. Their collision and service centers services all makes and models and specializes in fleet service. Haldeman's Collision Center is renowned for their work. It's a state-of-the-art facility, all insurance accepted, free estimates and loaner cars available, and one of the friendliest staffs around. From small dents to major repairs on any make or model, it's Haldeman Ford Subaru Collision Center, Route 33 in Hamilton Township. They're good!
Hi, this is Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Honorfree, and I hope you're enjoying today's game. I'd like to commend today's students for participating in today's event. Being a part of this...
The Hamilton Township Division of Health offers a variety of free services to keep you and your community healthy. It is important for everyone to stay up to date on recommended vaccines, whether you or a loved one needs an annual flu shot, a COVID-19 vaccine, or a pneumonia shot. Hamilton Township's Division of Health is ready to help. Are you or a loved one homebound? The division's caring nurses will bring your vaccine to you. For families that may be underinsured or uninsured, the division offers free routine vaccinations for children. Most residents in Mercer County are able to take advantage of the free and confidential testing at their clinic. The staff at the Hamilton Township Division of Health are experienced and proud to serve the Hamilton community. Visit hamiltonnj.com/health for more information on services and upcoming clinics and eligibility. That's hamiltonnj.com/health.
Bottom of the second inning, Matt McCarty the batter, and he takes upstairs ball one.
Matthew McCarty was the other masher in that district tournament. 9 for 11. And he led the team in RBIs. He led the district in RBIs with 8.
Not bad as a fifth hitter.
Yeah, exactly, especially with O'Donnell being as hot as he was.
2-0 crowds him, and now it's 3-0. So Buckley's got to make a pitch here. And it barely catches the inside.
Yeah. Matthew McCarty ready to take the walk.
3-1. And he will now. He almost looked like he was going into a home run.
Yeah.
Rounding the bag.
Hustle.
Yeah, Pete Rose.
Right.
On the first.
Leader tries to bunt and bunts it foul.
Nottingham is not adverse to the bunt. They do it a lot. You look at this Nottingham team, and they're not big kids. Even for age 12, they're pretty small. I mean, there's a few big ones. But you look at the difference of the height on the left side of this infield for Milltown, and then when Nottingham goes back out.
Pitch is whacked to right center, and Skamaka runs it down. Throw to first in time.
That's a heck of a play. Holy cow. To be able to run over that fast, catch that ball, stop, and throw a strike to first base. You got to give, how do you say his name? Skamaka? Skamaka. That's just one heck of a play. Kudos to that guy.
He had to run that down. That was not an easy play. Breaking ball, strike one.
He had to run it down, and then, so he was going pretty much full speed. Then he had to sort of stop and make a good throw, good accurate throw. And, McCarty, I think McCarty thought that was going down because he was pretty far off the base.
Yeah, it was a little more than halfway, it looked like.
Yeah.
0-2. Swing and a miss. What an inning. Helped out by the arm of Skamaka and the legs as well.
Yeah.
Well, here we are as we get ready to go into the bottom half of the second inning.
Top of the third.
Top of the third, excuse me. I want to tell you can view the world so much better through Jammer Doors and Windows. Folks, you're looking at a fourth-generation family-owned business. And when it comes to being here in Mercer and Bucks County, there's one of the leading business families has been the Lou Jammer family. Lou, his grandfather, his grandparents, and now today, Alex, they are just doing wonders when it comes to taking care of your home, your business, whether it's Jammer Doors for doors, windows, whether to stare through the lens of Kyle Franco shooting this game. Hey, for pictures that look great, you don't have to look through a Jammer Door to look at a great picture. Read the Trentonian tomorrow, and Kyle Franco will have a picture clear as a bell for you. Not only that, Jammer Doors and Windows, the official window company of this Nottingham Little League team, proud to support them. Whether it's in Hamilton Township, Lawrenceville, Yardley, call Jammer Doors and Windows. They do all their own installation, so you aren't dealing with a subcontractor. You can go to a big box store and, you can get windows and doors. Probably going to be the same price that Jammer offers, maybe even a little bit more expensive. But, they aren't going to install them, folks. I don't care what name they're using. It's going to be a third party who's going to come out and install those doors and windows. So when there's a problem, forget about it. No one's going to be there to rectify it. Jammer is hands-on. Jammer Doors and Windows, proud to support your Nottingham Little League team.
Schaefer back on the hill. No score as we go to the third inning. First pitch is a swing and a foul by Ryan Forney. And this has been a very well played defensive game on both sides.
Yeah,
We've already seen a couple of tough plays made to help out their pitchers.
Yeah, except for that one error that got past the outfielder. That was,
that one got him. He's
swung that bat, didn't he?
Throws the bat.
Right to the dugout. Good thing there was a fence there.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, man. Well, we're in a tight one, and you know what? Both of these teams, and looking at the scores of Milltown's games and having seen Nottingham, both of these teams, they can win blowing you out, and they can win tight games. They can grind it out. So
Skamaka takes one a little low. Skamaka just made that double play out in right center, ran the ball down, and then chucked to first and got the runner off the bag. Squares the bunt, pulls back, takes a strike at the knees.
Nottingham charging for the bunt.
Let's go, DC, talk to them, right? On it, talk to them.
You don't see that wheel play too much, right, Fish, in Little League? But they're doing it. McCarty is coming from second around. That pitch is upstairs.
Come on now, 1-7. Get your pitch off, get over your front side. Let's go. Let's go, here, Jack. Ball right here.
2-1. Popped up.
Just got to play.
Coming in from third, Pandolfini, and dropped.
Tough break for Schaefer there. No, just bear down. Pick your teammate up, you know?
Yep, 2 strikes.
So Pandolfini's really bummed out about it.
Yep.
He's making all kinds of gyrations down there.
2-2. Oh, just missed. Good pitch. All around the strike zone. Skamaka trying to take advantage of an extra opportunity, and he will walk.
Yep.
Hit batsman, and then a free pass.
Batting from Milltown, number 16, Kayla Lewandowski.
And now Kayla Lewandowski, as there'll be a meeting.
I would be shocked if they don't bunt here, because they were bunting with one guy on. At least it looked like they were. So if you're bunting with one runner on, why not do it with 2 and get that guy over to third with 1 out?
And both pitchers have been in a groove, so you certainly want to, if you can, get a runner to third.
Yeah, for sure.
With less than 2 outs.
Take advantage of your. This is quite a long meeting they're having out there.
Hey, here we go, boys. Let's go, boys.
Probably also to discuss the defense, because you might see a bunt.
True. And there it is. Oh, she pulled back.
Yep, strike 1, right at the letters. I was thinking about, speaking of timeouts and everything, I was just thinking about on the drive over here, the Darryl Pup Young timeouts, and we used to crack up. That pitch is called a strike, so now the bunt probably off. It's 0-2.
I think so.
What a ride that was this winter with those Trenton High tornadoes.
That was awesome.
Awesome.
Between them and Nottingham, that was great.
Yeah.
Great winter.
Both teams.
0-2, swinging a foul, and it caught the home plate umpire.
And Darryl Young, Chris Robba, 2 of the outstanding coaches who have been doing it for so many years in Mercer County.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, they've been around.
Yes, they have.
First as players, then as coaches.
Yep. 0-2. Too high. Kayla has to hit the deck.
Schaefer doesn't want to mess around here. You get 2 strikes, you want to get the batter, because you always got that pitch count in the back of your mind.
1-2. To second. And there's the tag. The throw by McCarty, not quite in time. So with 1 out, they do get a runner to third. Good job by Lewandowski.
Yeah, I mean, it was almost like as good as a sacrifice.
Right.
You didn't get runners on second and third, but you still got it on first and third.
146.
And yeah, she fell behind quick on the count, so, and then fouled off a pitch. So that was a nice at bat by Lewandowski.
Anthony DeVito.
DeVito with a chance to pick up a ribby here.
Yep.
He's bunting.
1st and 3rd. He takes a strike.
Lewandowski's taking off.
Yep, and she's got a stolen base, so double play is out of order now.
Yeah, well, they were just trying to lure the throw and get the guy from home, get down third home. That's the classic Little League play.
Swinging a rip towards the right field line. It's down and in play. O'Donnell chasing after it. 2 runs are going to score. Throw comes into the cutoff. 2-run double. Anthony DeVito, and it's 2-0 Milltown.
Holy cow! That ball just slid. It just kept going, and you were thinking it might go foul, but it never did twist. It never did bend that way. And good job of hitting there by Anthony DeVito just to go with the pitch and get it down.
Runner on second, still 1 out. First pitch is ruled a strike. P.J. McGinnis at bottom of the order, too, producing, taking advantage of the hit batsman and then the walk.
Yep.
And also, you know, as we mentioned the steal, and you certainly brought up the point that they're trying to just induce the throw, that steal came up huge because...
Yeah, got him another run.
Yeah, Lewandowski easily was able to score rather than maybe being held at third.
Yeah, it was kind of a win-win.
Throw down to second, back in time is DeVito. Ball and 2 strikes. Schaefer trying to find a put-away pitch. McGinnis tomahawks one.
Yeah.
And the catch is made out of deep short by Carabelli. Phenomenal play to reach up and grab that one. That's the second out.
But he was really the only one that had a shot at it. It would have been tough for Panalfidi going straight back.
Yep.
And Carabelli had the angle on it. It really was a nice job. Well, he really went after a high pitch there. That ball was over his head.
Did you hear my description of it?
Tomahawk.
Yeah.
Tomahawk
That was
steak.
pretty good, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Swing and a miss, big uppercut by Krieger.
You're a wordsmith, Flash.
He's
No,
more
that's
than
you.
that.
That's you.
More than that?
Yeah.
I don't want to know what else.
Oh, you're a master at Scrabble if you're a word flash.
There's a rip. Carabelli is there and fires to first. So 6-3 putout ends the inning, but 2 runs on just 1 hit. Sees Milltown go in front by a score of 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the third, Bill.
The Italian People's Bakery, proud to be here today, sponsoring this game, and they date back to 1936 in the heart of Chambersburg at 63 Butler Street. Hey, for your summer picnics this year, for the best rolls and salads at their Butler Street store, no one does a hoagie better. It's the Italian People's Bakery and Deli, 63 Butler Street. Also, a franchise here on Route 33 in Hamilton Township. Tell you, for your next party, graduation parties, if you haven't had one yet, you have summer family picnics coming up. Well, the Italian People's Bakery and Deli is the place to go to get those bread and rolls fresh off the conveyor belt. The pride of the burg, 63 Butler Street, and the Chambersburg section of Trenton. I'd like to thank our Mercer County Prosecutor Angelo Onifrey for sponsoring portions of today's game. As we have mentioned earlier, Angelo is hands-on when it comes to supporting the youth of our community. And that's why he's here today supporting those Little League baseball players. He's here tomorrow covering them when they get to high schools and doing shows like Education on Parade, where we go into a local school and talk about like the robotics class in Hamilton. Angelo is there sponsoring this because his heart is in supporting the youth of our community. Your Mercer County Prosecutor, Angelo Onifrey.
Schaefer will be the leadoff batter as he tries to get something started.
You know, the other thing that went against Schaefer that last inning was that drop pop-up,
Yes.
the foul territory that gave them a second chance and gave them the walk. That looms large now. Whoa.
Pitch goes to the backstop. Whoa is right.
Almost into the press box. Now show him your high one.
Let's go, Shane. Let's go, kid.
I did not catch the pitch count there for Schaefer.
No, I just heard 21.
21 in that inning?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah, so he's got to be up there.
51? All right.
Is that what they said, 51?
Yes, 51.
51, and Buckley has only 20 after coming into this inning, so he's looking good so far.
2-2 coming. Swing and a miss. Way out ahead of that breaking ball. Back-to-back strikeouts and the third overall for Buckley.
Batting for Nottingham, number 99, Joseph McCarty.
Now, Joseph McCarty. Ball outside. I had to suffer through the Met loss last night with Apple TV Plus, Fish.
Oh, my gosh.
So,
there were some worms in that game, weren't there?
oh, jeez.
Yeah, not good.
One hit.
One hit. Hit to shortstop, a Sunday hop for Abrams, and the throw still doesn't beat him.
And McCarty really busted it out. I wonder if that hop was the split second that he needed. If that had stayed on the ground, it might have got to him a split second earlier.
Yeah, I think you're right. It slowed it down a bit.
Yeah. So, yeah, it makes you kind of not even want to get the streaming service when you sit through a game like that, huh, pal?
Well, that one goes off the mitt of Spicuzzo, and to second goes McCarty.
Well, we both suffered last night. I watched the Phillies bumble to a 6-1 loss.
Who do they play?
Padres.
Okay.
NLCS rematch.
Yep.
And the Yankees also lost. All three of our area teams.
Yeah.
Started off with a bang.
Yes.
The second half.
Right.
A bang called the whimper.
Mason Ayers takes one off the plate.
And as I mentioned to you guys earlier, I had tickets for that game last night that I gave away because I had a cold, and I found myself.
You weren't feeling up to it?
Yeah, and half of me was rooting for them to lose because I didn't want to have given away tickets to some great game.
So now 3-1.
But then when they lost, I was miserable about it. So my true colors came out.
Well, could you imagine, if you went to that game and they lost the way that they did?
That's what, I was kind of thankful that I didn't go down, spend money to park, all those beers.
It's a lot of money.
I'd be more broke today, and then I'd have seen a horrible game.
And your cold probably wouldn't have been any better.
No, my cold would have been worse. Exactly.
So a walk, and it's first and second was Newski, and again, the bottom of the order trying to make something happen.
Yeah, they did so for Milltown. Now we're going to have a little conference at the mound, and I don't know if that's the manager or one of his coaches. Hard to say who's who.
Who's who?
Well, I'll tell you who's who. It's Rich Fisher in the Trentonian writing about this game. You can read about it later on online at Trentonian.com or in tomorrow's print edition. Yeah, the Trentonian still printing 7 days a week. There's a paper down in Jersey which went cut back to, the Atlantic City Press. I heard they cut back to 3 days a week.
Wow.
There's a paper over in Pennsylvania which stopped printing on Saturdays a long, long time ago. The Trentonian, they have values. They still care about the people who want to sit down with their cup of coffee and read the print edition.
Wisniewski pops one up and it hits the screen. Well, Bill, you're one of those people, aren't you?
I certainly am.
You
Nothing
get
like
that. Yep. You go to the local store. Maybe you have it delivered.
No, I go to the local store.
You go to the local store.
Yeah, the local Wawa.
After you walk your dog.
Are there even paper boys anymore?
No.
Are there the people that drive around and deliver them? I don't even know if there is home delivery anymore.
There is.
That's a good question.
For a couple papers. Actually, I have seen, when I'm walking the dog or attempting to jog, I've seen Wall Street Journal editions in driveways.
Okay, yeah.
I've seen New York Post editions.
Hit towards first, and it hits the runner, so the runner will be out. It's Ayers who caught it on the foot. Otherwise, that was trouble.
Yeah.
Satorsky was back behind the runner, but there's no guarantee that he would have made that play. It was hard hit.
That's a bad break for Nottingham. Both runners stay.
Number 42, Jack Raven.
Still first and second. So it's up to Jack Raymond kind of come through here.
Let's go, Jack!
Oh, look
towards
out.
second, and it hits the bag, and it's bobbled, and everyone's safe.
Wow.
Abrams couldn't quite grab it on the second try.
I don't know if you call that an error or a hit because that ball just kept bouncing around like a pinball.
I'm going to give it a hit.
Yeah, I agree.
Just because it hit the bag.
Right.
Yeah. That poor kid was trying to get it.
Bases are loaded for Ty Bowden.
A break against Nottingham and then a break for Nottingham. Let's see what the manager's son can do here in a big situation.
Also driving the pitch count up on Connor Buckley. And he almost tried to hack one that was 3 feet over his head.
Well, when he misses high, he misses high.
Hey, let's go here, Ty.
Bases loaded, 2 out. 1-1 coming. Little bloop towards second. Abrams is there, back behind second base to end the threat. So that ends the inning. In the bottom of the third, 2 hits, but they leave them loaded, and it's still a 2-0 game, Bill.
Since 1899, proud to be a part of your greater Hamilton Township community is Saul Funeral Home. Saul Funeral Home is a 4th-generation, family-owned business that proudly supports our community and has guided families in Mercer County when they need it most. Their caring, dedicated, and compassionate staff is always ready to go above and beyond to bring you the closure you deserve while celebrating the unique life of your loved one. Visit their website at saulfuneralhomes.com. That's saulfuneralhomes.com. Saul Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor today's Nottingham Little League game and hopes that you enjoy it. Speaking of enjoying things, if you are in the mood for a great meal tonight, this weekend, Keith, as you can attest to it, and Fish, the Revere Restaurant in Ewing Township.
Love the Revere. Yep.
Love it.
Hey, I mean, you get the fresh seafood, the steaks, the chops. Folks, it's like, you know what? You don't have to go down to 10th and Passyunk in South Philly or travel up to Mulberry Street in Little Italy in New York, because right here, nestled in our backyard, is the Revere Restaurant at 802 River Road in Ewing Township. Open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner. They got the steaks, they got the seafood, they got the chops, the service impeccable. Jess, Jerry, the wait staff there, second to none. Andrew, who runs it all, the Revere. Call them for a reservation, 609-882-6365.
And it is, good pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Sorry, Flash.
No, you want to just take over?
Nah. It is nestled. You're right. It's nestled.
It is.
A little back off the road across the street from the mighty Delaware. Look at Billy. You're rubbing off on me now. Across the street from the mighty Delaware.
You talk about that portion of Route 29. On the other side of there used to be the Delview. Next door to the Revere was the Doghouse and Barrett's El Condado, which was the home of the Smorgasbord on Sundays.
Wow. That I did not know.
Yep.
There's something about Mercer County in the Hamilton-Trenton area that you didn't know, Fish?
Well, that one I didn't.
Huh.
The Yardley Bridge used to be there, which got floated away in the flood of 55.
Oh, well, 55.
Pop up over first, but it lands foul. Well, you were in college then, right?
With honors, I heard.
I'm going to send you back to your college. One punch.
See, it is a coup, and I'm being taken out violently.
Yes,
See that?
exactly.
You hear that?
I know. I better not say that thing. I'm promoting violence. No punch.
1-2. Folks that may take that out of context, Fish is not a mean person at all. He would never try to punch anyone. Or come on.
He doesn't even have any punchlines for jokes.
I do punch the table when things go wrong with my sports teams.
Pop up to left. Ayers comes in and snags it on the run. And also, like when games go to extra innings
leagues, yeah.
Matthew.
Or we miss out on a 10-run rule by 1 run.
And a guy on third.
Yeah.
And Fish will go to break, and Fish will go, "Do you believe this?" And I say, yes, because it happens to us every time.
You're giving away trade secrets now. Bud.
Abrams buckles at that off-speed pitch.
He's like the scooter. Get out over to cross the George Washington Bridge in the 7th inning.
Yeah, I'd love to be the scooter, yeah.
Yep. A 1. Abrams towards second. Backhand try McCarty. Second opportunity. Got him.
Good recovery there by McCarty. He fumbled and bobbled, and he still had enough time, enough wherewithal to handle the ball and make the throw.
Batting for Milltown, number 33, Jack Hatcher.
Thought he looked safe from here, but
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, I thought he was too.
What's wrong, Gus? Oh. Gus is covering the equiment with the Thunder hats that we have here. Why do we have so many Thunder hats?
For stars of the game.
How many are we going to have?
This was,
I think he brought him for the entire